front lines. And I always say this, there's a lot of people who fantasize and think about, maybe romanticize it actually. Think about standing next to Dr. King. You know, everybody, right around January, everybody's like, you know, I wish I was standing right next to Dr. King and marching with him. Well, let me tell you, if you ain't marching right now, you ain't marching with Dr. King. If you ain't coming out here, you wouldn't be out with Dr. King. Don't be acting like you would be, because many people during that time were not supporting Dr. King. Many people were calling him a radical. Many people were calling for his arrest. Many people were calling that he was too much. We are too much right now. So I'm going to tell you, we don't just show up, folks. We don't just show up. We don't just take pictures on Instagram and think we did something. I'm going to tell you something. Every single elected official needs to hear from you. If they've been elected and they got your vote, whether they got your vote or not, they need to hear from you. Because trust me, that you hear from them. Don't they send you the little flyer? Don't you get a flyer from them? Don't they knock on the door? Aren't they really nice when they're trying to get your vote? But right now, where are they at? Where are they at? But I'm telling you, when people are organized, when people do that pressure, you could do that. So if you're watching right now and you couldn't be out here for some reason or not, I want to let you know that you could, right? You could tweet at Governor Walz right now. You could tweet at Mayor Elliott right now. You could tweet at all of the elected officials and let them know how you feel. And in fact, you can get a group of people and start tweeting at people. And also tweet at the media too, because they love to take a picture of a looted store, but not a peaceful protester putting his fist up. They love to put up some damaged property, but not interview those neighbors who have been traumatized by this government. Call them out too. Call them out. And also and for all the folks that have been arrested, first of all, I'm going to ask you, that phone is going to be useful. So pull it out for a second. I'm going to make it work. Do something. We can do some magic with that phone for a second. Okay, the first thing is I want you to text this number. The number 612-200-2550, and then text the number 8 to it. So I'm going to say the number again, 612-200-2550, and then text 8 to it, and you're going to get an automatic link. That link is actually a link that will send you directly to 9 bills actually that we have been trying to pass, especially since last summer, that have been put together by the coalition, and that many people are interested in passing now. I heard, you know, now all of a sudden they want to talk about these bills, but people have been trying to get their attention to get those bills. So 612-200-2550, and then text 8 to it. You should get an automatic link. And then I want you to make sure now that you get a chance that when you send the link, when you see that link, you get a chance to review those bills. But most importantly, you get a chance to actually submit an email right now to your elected official and let them know that not only you care about those bills, and you will get a chance. You will get a chance that you can add some language to it. Okay, some fiery language at the top of that already nicely crafted email for you. We need to do that not just one day. We need to just keep doing it until they cannot function, that they can't see any other name other than Daunte Wright, George Floyd, and the countless stolen lives. They need to see that and hear that from you. And for all the other people right now, if you want to call Governor Walz, here's the number. All right, 612, make a dial, and then, you know, later on just be like, call. Actually, call him and just be like, let him hear where we at. 651 201-3400. And you could always email him too. It's tim.walz@state.mn.us. 651-201-3400. Maybe we need to sing it so you remember it. 651-201-3400. Tim Walz, StateMN.us. And then for the folks, for everybody else, I'm going to just give you these numbers as well. This is the Public Safety Commissioner, John Harrington, 651-201-7160. and then the state commander, who's been commanding this mess here, Commander Langler, 651-201-7100. All right, and then here's what I'm going to ask you. Most of you are part of some group, some fake Facebook group, maybe it's real, and some WhatsApp group, some text messaging group, some friends that are about to go eat somewhere. Whatever that group is, send something to them, okay? Send something to them. This is a moment where we need to build out. We need to reach out to everybody. A lot of people right now just heard about the killing of Daunte Wright, but they don't know what to do. They're thinking they're just going to send us some sympathies. I'm tired of sympathies. I'm tired of condolencing. I'm tired of just saying I'm sorry. I'm tired of people saying, oh, this was just one time. It's been happening. It's been happening. We got to do something. We got to do something. You know, when COVID hit, everybody was asking when that vaccine was coming out. Nobody was asking about how they want to be sympathetic. Everybody was like, how do we fix this? How do we reopen? How do we get out? I want to get out. I want to do something. What can we do? When it came to the oldest injustice system in this country, from the genocide of Native Americans and to mass incarceration and slavery and today where we live in. And by the way, back then it was a fire hose. It was sending dogs at you. But now they got a little smarter. They be sending those flashbangs. You can't see that much, right? And then they'd be sending that tear gas. It's the same brutality. The same brutality, the same walls, the same fences, the same government, the same people using their own military against peaceful protesters who are just saying, stop killing us. 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 All of them should be going home. All of them should be going home. They think somehow that building is important. It ain't important. It's taxpayer dollar building. The helmet you wearing, we paid for it. The badge you got, we paid for it. The lights you see, we paid for it. This street is our street. This is our country, our city, our people. And you work for us, but we made one mistake. And we ain't going to make it again. We elected people who put you in power. We're going to unelect them so that we have the real people in power. That's what we need to do. Because those people who put you there, who made you protect a building, are you kidding me? What's inside that building other than oppression? What's inside that building other than what you've done to decriminalize poor people on Brooklyn Center? What is inside that building other than a legacy of putting black people in incarceration? What is inside that building other than paperwork made by police officers who don't see me, who don't value me, who don't believe in Black Lives Matter? So what are you talking about that building? There's nothing inside that building. We're out here. There are heartbeats out here. There are children out here. I see some children out here, standing out here. We took over at their playground. We took over their lawn. Those families right here who are here right now, who you last night brought a siege on them. You brought a siege on them. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. I'm going to tell you something. The days that we were silent is over. The days that we were silent is over. And the days that they kill one of our brothers and sisters and we don't show up is over. You see what happened as soon as Daunte Wright was killed. People from the neighborhood showed up. Youth from the neighborhood showed up. People across the city showed up. And we continued to show up. And guess what started to happen? We got the city manager fired. And the police chief thought he was going to stick around. He even left on his own. He was ready to get the hell out. He's out. And then the officer thought somehow we forgot about her. Not only has she been fired, but at least now some charges have been brought against her. And we are demanding more charges, by the way, because it's definitely not enough. And we all know that. We want murder. We want murder charges. What do we want? Murder charges. Murder charges. Because what she did to Daunte Wright was murder. It was murder. It was murder. It was murder. How is it possible that Mahmoud Noor gets charged with murder and she isn't? I'm going to tell you now, as I conclude, I'm a believer in faith, and I'm fasting right now. And I believe I'm a little closer to God right now in this moment because I'm fasting. And I'm going to ask God one thing. Oh, God, you have shown us that in times of oppression, we believe in you. We believe in your power. And we believe in you, and we believe that in this moment right now, a lot of people's hearts are connected to Daunte Wright, Daunte's family. And a lot of people are in pain right now. And I personally believe deep down in my heart, when we come together, we can move mountains, and we're going to move mountains. We're going to move mountains. Today is a little bit dampy. Today is a little bit cold, but there's a warm coming up. This summer is going to get warm. It's going to get sunny. This grass is going to come out, and these trees are going to become more green. And when that happens, I personally believe that we're going to win, and not only win for Daunte Wright, but for many people. We're going to win for children who are not born yet. We're going to create a better community, safer community. And we're going to do that together. We're going to do that together. And as I conclude, I want you to take a half a second, maybe a minute. Look to the person on your right. Look to the person on your left. I want you to recognize these are your brothers in this movement and your sisters in this movement. And they have been there. They have been there. You have been each other. And look at it. People from all walks of life, all faiths, all colors, all backgrounds. We are here together, united for one thing. Justice. 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 Say it with me. Justice. 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 And we're going to get that. We're going to get that. And if there are any Muslims in here, you know our chant. We believe in God, so say it with me. Takbir. Okay, Allahu Akbar. So somebody else like, look. I'm going to tell you, Allahu Akbar is very powerful. And there's a special message going down over there too. Takbir. 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 All right. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. And I end with this, as I always do. We will demand justice by any means necessary.
Black lives, black lives, black lives, black lives, black lives. Who shut this down? Who shut this down? Who shut this down? Who shut this down? Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Hello, y'all. I ain't gonna ask how y'all feeling because I don't care. I'm hurt. Y'all hurt? Y'all mad? Are y'all tired of watching black people die? Because that's the question. I'm not asking for no justice no more. What they justice gonna do for us? At this point, they just gonna keep killing us. They just gonna keep killing us. I mean, I am not violent to those who are not violent to me. I am not violent to those who are not violent to me. I'm out here living life black, happy, doing what I'm supposed to do, and you killing people over air freshener. You killing people because they're on drugs. You killing people because they license to carry. You killing people day in, day out, and you standing up here and you acting like we the problem when y'all been the problem. Y'all started off as slave peddlers. If you angry, y'all, I'm not talking peaceful, y'all. I'm not talking peaceful. I'm not talking peaceful. If you talking peaceful, that's you. That is you talking peaceful. I'm not talking peaceful. It's been a time. They've been killing us. We've been dead. We're going to continue to be dead. We need to strategize, y'all. We need to bridge together, y'all. We need to get together, y'all. And we really need to talk about what it's time to talk about. It's been time. I love y'all. I love black people. I love black people. I love black people. And if you ain't black and you don't love black people, that's a problem for me. That's a motherfucking problem for me. I am here today. I'm not trying to take too much time because there's nothing else to talk about. How many times I gotta say stop killing us? How many times I gotta stop? How many times do I have to cry? How many times y'all gonna say comply, comply, you might live, when we know for a fact being black is a death sentence. It's a death sentence. So I am not violent to those who are not violent to me. So if y'all see something, y'all hear something, I was not violent. I was not resisting arrest. I'm just tired of them killing us. That's it. That's all. I don't want to talk about the people, the officials. They know what the fuck going on. They know what the fuck they need to be doing. They know what it is. They know where we at. They know already. So there's no point of asking permission. How many times? Can I breathe? Can I breathe? Can I breathe? I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe. By any means necessary. By any means necessary, I'm gonna breathe. My son gonna breathe. My man gonna breathe. My dad gonna breathe. My kids gonna breathe. And that's on me. And that's on me. So justice for all black people. Justice for all black people. Say all our names. Because you're literally looking at, bro, I'm done. I'm done asking for permission. I'm done. You hear me? I'm done. I'm done asking for permission. I'm not violent to those who are not violent to me. They out here killing us. They out here beating us. They out here locking us up. They out here stripping our families away. They out here tearing us down. They doing the most. They doing the most. So at this point, we have to match energy. That's what we have to do. We have to match the energy.
That's right. Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. Say his name. 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 So we got one of the elders in the building from the BPP. Give him a big round of applause.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful benefactor, the most merciful redeemer. All praise is due to Allah, the guardian, the evolver, the cherisher, and the sustainer of all of the worlds. I bear witness that none deserves the rights of worship. There's none deserving the right to be conformed to except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I bear witness to every prophet that has been raised by the divine power of the worlds that came from Adam until Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We greet you, dear beloved brothers and sisters, with greeting words of peace that is written in the Quran, and all people who say peace, hotep, we say assalamu alaikum. The peace be unto you. Black power, black power, black power. And a strong black military, we can black the call today for black power. But we know there's an issue that Frederick Douglass related to, an issue that Marcus Mosiah Garvey related to. There's an issue that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad related to. Martin and Malcolm declared a certain form of freedom, but that freedom was not actualized by Dr. King, Malcolm, nor Elijah Muhammad. Those today, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all of the leaders from T.D. Jakes on, I don't wait to see who's going to be at bat, but I'm on first base. Black power, black power. And if he bunts or hits that home run, I'm hauling ass to second base because I'm going to bring as many home as possible. But Dr. King said that until we solve the issue, until we stop the issue of police brutality, there will be no freedom for black people in America. We have been divinely prepared, our brother Jermaine Dupree. We have our beloved brother and our sister who is organized, Sister Malisha. I don't know where she is, Sister Malisha. And we are organizing strongly against police brutality. And we will be able to stop it. We have been divinely prepared by the Lord of all the worlds. From the Honorable Nat Turner to this very hour, there have been a plea for freedom and to stop the police brutality. Dr. King himself was a victim of police brutality. We have organized today under the leadership of our attorney and the Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz. We stand in Black Power. Black Power. We stand on the leadership, the Honorable Hashim Akhenaten Nzinga, who have formulas, legal formulas. The community faith-based initiative is what we will use to stop police brutality. We have to take the freedom in our hand, the justice in our hand, and manage it for ourselves. Dr. King said you must use the money and the wealth and manage it with your hands. Malcolm X is telling you the health, the medicine, the politics, the science, the education must be in your hands. Then you may have a form of black nationalism, but you will not be free until you stop the police brutality. Black power? Black power. I am the Sheikh Imam Akbar Abdullah Kareem. I am the national spokesman for the new Black Panther Party for self-defense. The Honorable Huey P. Newton said, you either arm yourself or you harm yourself. Black power. Black power. The doctor and the attorney and Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad said, your God and your gun. You have to be prepared to protect your black people at this hour. You must be willing to march. Why did they kill the baby girls in the church, Dr. King was asked? They killed the babies in the church because you failed to activate. He called you to activation. He called you to mass protest against tyranny, against oppression, until there's no more tyranny and no more oppression on the land. But don't you know that no great nation will tell you can kill a black man, a black woman, or our black children with no due process? That a great nation would never allow for that form of injustice. You can't read because you're black. You can't vote because you're black. You can't sit on that park bench because you're black. You can't swim in a white man's oceanfront property, nor his swimming pool. A few years ago, you were set up for lynching for swimming in a white man's swimming pool. They would drain that damn pool and then put Clorox in that pool and say it wasn't fit for whites to swim in if a black man went in the swimming pool. That's the degenerated form that has been inherited from Andrew Johnson on to this hour, the degenerated form of dehumanization that has been done to us. And some horrible things have been done to us, brother and sister, but I here to submit to you that we will stop it. Police brutality will stop when we stop it. What do we want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. And how are we going to take it? By any means necessary. What do you want? Justice. And when do we want it? Now. And tell me how we're going to take it. By any means necessary. Whose street? Our street. Whose street? Our street. Whose street? Our street. Whose land? Our land. Whose land? Our land. You were already on the land. The white men only had a temporary visa or only a squatter's right for a short period of time. His squatter's rights have run out. I'm straight out of the tribe of the Blackfoot and the plantation of the Honorable Nat Turner, and I'm here to tell you my chief told the Pilgrim eventually a treaty to plant corn and hunt buffalo, but then go, and go meaning to leave the land. This is our land that Abraham Lincoln borrowed, right? The next state in Illinois and Missouri, he borrowed it from Harriet Tubman, the descendants of Nat Turner, the descendants of the Honorable Frederick Douglass. Even Wooden 245, nicknamed Donald the Duck Trump, referred to Frederick Douglass. And Frederick Douglass was a man who said, this is as I close to you tonight, Frederick Douglass said to organize against the opposition. Frederick Douglass said to find the discipline and organize against undiscipline. He said to find the peacemaker and organize against the warmongers. But I'm telling you today, the most important thing that I can tell you, the most important thing that I can share with you is that you, beloved sister, he pointed to Harriet Tubman and said, you, beloved sister, the most important thing you could do is to organize against having any form of exclusion, but have participation in your own black government. Black power, black power, your own black government, the Constitution, the Declaration, the Bill of Rights. He said, first of all, you have to be right. He has never been right. No constitutional right, no inalienable rights, no right to be that he would have to bow down and submit to. Thou shalt not kill became a cliche. All of it became a cliche, and eventually that was it. So I'm just here to tell you that we now, as a black people, must declare our freedom and take it and manage it in your own hands. And know that the Bill of Rights, none of those are right. That the Constitution, he said, none of us are free until all of us are free. Let's say it together. None of us are free until all of us get free. I said, none of us are free until all of us get free. None of us are free until all of us get free. And your knowledge will prevent you from ever being a slave. I greet you as I came to you in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and black power. 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 And a strong black military to black the goddamn call. Assalamu alaikum and black power.
Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Say her name! 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 Say his 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 name! So we got some candles.
Hello. Today's another sad day, but I think we have enough people, no matter what moment, because what's more powerful than anything is your voice, your presence, and we have to remember that Daunte